Hey there, welcome to a video. This video is my first video. I just want to be going over like some tips that could be very helpful for you if you're starting to build or just use Studio in general. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is if you go into model, you see rotate and move, and you see this little area right here. I prefer 5 and 0. It's going to say different numbers for you right now. I prefer 5 and 0 just because that's what I like. But if you want to be more precise with stuff, on move, like here, this is what move does. So if I change that to 0.5, I click part, let's say your part, go to scale, see how it's a little bit more choppy? It's because it's moving half of a stud. So if I were to move it 1, like if I made it 1 thing instead of 0.5, it would just look like that. So that's what that does. But when I go to 0, it lets me move it to whatever size I want. But it is harder to line stuff up. So if I make this one color and make this a different color, and I want to line it up, it's harder to line it up, you know. But you can always use collisions and stuff and get more into that, but that's a different video. The next tip is like window stuff. So up here, if you go to view, you see Explorer and Properties. These might not be open for you, but what you want to do is you want to click them open. And now these might be anywhere. They're probably not over here. If they are, that's good. But make sure Explorer is up here and Properties are down here, because what you're going to want is you're going to want things like Toolbox and Editor on this side, just so like it's all there and it's not like there's this big thing in the middle of your screen or something. And well, that's what I prefer, and it is very helpful because I can just go, oh, here, you know what I mean? But do whatever you want, do whatever feels best for you, because that's totally up to you. Whoever feels more comfortable. I'm just trying to help. And okay, for the next tip, this is for plugins and stuff. I'll leave the plugins down below in the description. And I know it's not really like part of Studio. I mean, it is, but people like make it and put it for Studio. I'm still gonna put it in here because they're very helpful and they can just make things go so much faster. So I'll like show, like I'll do the ones that you might need, and I'll like preview them off really quick to show you how to actually use them, and if you if you like them or not. So load character, all this is like you type any name in. So I'm just gonna put in mine. Don't mind my avatar. I just get my avatar and it's free. I get it and I can go through here. I can look through all that, and it loads it anything. So if I want to get mine R15, and since it's, let's put the R15. We're joining some, yeah. So there's load character. There's that one down below. 3D text maker, and I'm not gonna use that one. Part to terrain you might use. So make any part. Say you want this to be, like you have all this, and you want this to be grass and this to be stone, but you don't know how to do that, because if you use this stuff, it just goes everywhere. Get a good base for stuff, or just maybe just like for a floor, like this one made for floor. You just click any of these textures. You just click whatever you want to change. It works on only parts. So like if you change this to grass, you can't like change it again. But if you like go back, and like if you're close enough, you can do that and you can change it again. But yeah, and it works for any parts too. So I want like this pavement and this lava or something. Connects and it all looks like nice. It's like easy. And see, like if I make this grass, because I don't want to make a mountain, I have a good base for it, so that I can just go over to editor, you know, start making my mountain. You know what I mean? And that already looks better than what I could have made with just normally making a mountain. So, and then since we're on like terrain right now, I'm just gonna go. If you go to Explorer under Workspace and go to Terrain, click Decorations, because this will really help. It'll make your game looking a lot nicer with like the grass and stuff, and it waves and stuff. And yeah, and right under that too, there's colors. So like you can change any color you want, like of any like material stuff. So if I want my grass to be purple, I make my grass purple, and it looks really cool. It looks like some alien world, and it's really nice. And you can change all of this. So this is pavement. So you make this red. Looks a little bit pink, but that's fine, and it looks cool. So there's the terrain tips. Get those out of the way because you might use terrain, because this is for more. If you want to make a realistic game, this would be perfect for that. Those tips. So, and I'll make sure to leave parked terrain down below, just so you can use it if you like. Next one is gap fill. This is what gap here. Well, I'm just gonna do gap fill and resize a line, just to show you what this one's about. So let me see this. So you see this, and it's like you can't line up right or something, and it's just taking forever. You resize a line, and it gets inner touch. Click it, and it automatically lines it up with the corners. Then you're like, I still gotta do that. Well, gap fill, I mean, this one won't make it perfect, but it will give you like little corners and make it look more realistic. So I like to use thinnest. One stud also works. Oops, one stud works. Just makes it bigger. I've never used best guess. Yeah, don't use best guess. That's not work. Or I've never used plate. That isn't terrible. But I like using thinnest, because if I take these two parts and move it up, go to gap fill, and never use negative. Never use negative. Use normal. And go to thinnest. I can't speak. Thinnest. And it just makes it so thin, and it's just out of the way. It's really nice. And then you can just connect all the corners. Make sure you get under two. So now you have this nice little corner thing. And if you want, just, I don't know, make something quick out of it. I don't know, I'm trying to make it so it's precise. Alright, see, now I got this weird little square thing, and I use that with that gap fill. And that also, it works really well, like not with just trying to make a whatever that is, but like, say you have like two parts that are connected, they're like just like this, and it's just annoying, and you want to get it out of the way. Just go to gap fill, thinnest. Well, it doesn't have to be thinnest, but then there, and it's covered up. You can't really tell it's there. It also gives it a nice little roundish look. And that is gap fill and resize line. I'll leave that down below. That two don't really matter much. Building F3X. Now that one, that's it's more advanced, or it's kind of easier for big extra studio stuff. Because like here we have select, move, scale, and rotate. If I go over to buildings F3X, it like, see, this is move. Click this, it's scale. You can change stuff there. You can make both sides go out. I'll leave this down below. You can mess around with it. I don't personally use this unless I need to do something where it's like I need to move two things in the same direction without it going weird, because they're both selected and all I gotta do is move it. But if I have both of them selected with just normal things, it grows, and I don't want that. So that's building a 3x. There's a lot more you can do with that. I'll make sure to leave that one down below too for you. And yeah, okay, building V4. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I use it a lot. And sorry. And there's only one really main thing I use on it, and that's terrain, because it's good for like edging. Here, I'll show you in a second. So I'm just gonna have two parts here. I'm just gonna make this part a little bit more of an advanced part, but using like unions and stuff, just to show you that like what this can do. So I don't even know what I'm doing. Just make something random really quick. Sorry guys. Take 2 seconds. And then I'll make it black. Looks like a floorboard or something. And then now it's a union. See this? It says union over here. And this is just a part. If I go to build V4, terrain. Oh, wait. My bad. I totally forgot to mention. Make sure. I forgot I did that. Make sure it's anchored. If it's anchored, it did that weird thing and it moves all around and it doesn't work. So make sure it's anchored. Go back and make sure you're on terrain. You click it, it adds a part on and it gives you this little rotate thing. There's these blue things, you can resize it a little bit. And this one, I don't really use up and down much, but if you can see, it bends it on the axis, but if you bend it like all the way up, it won't poke through, which is really nice. So if you want to make like a, and you can bend it this way too. You just keep going on forever. If you want to make like a circle or something, it's easy. Or like you want to make like a weird oval thing, and then you got this, and then so now you got this, I don't know, snow door looking thing, and that was just with that one thing, the build V4. And now I'm going to show you that you can also do it with unions, and it works exactly the same. Terrain part, and you got this, and it may look a little bit wonky, but it's probably the best, most efficiently fast way you're going to do it, and it still looks nice. Like you can't really tell that much if you're walking on it or something, so it's nice. So that's build V4. See that there? It looks kind of cool. And the last one I have out here. Well, I have a few more plugins in here, but I don't really use them that much. That's why I got them in there. But the last thing I have out is Edit Rig. Now, this is more for the advanced people. Like if you know how to like animate stuff and make your own characters, but I'll show you what it does really quick. So I'm just gonna make, I don't know, some dude. Just to show you how this works. Because I just want to make sure like you understand what it is if you do decide to get it and you're not completely confused. So here's my little dude. I'm pretty much just kind of doing a tutorial how to make your own little rig here, but I'm just gonna name all the parts just so that like I can actually use the rig. Make sure there's no spaces if you are doing this. If you're following along just for a little tutorial. I don't know, it's not really a tutorial, but you can do whatever you like. Next torso. This is and this is right leg. Here's the head. And then you're just going to duplicate the torso again with the humanoid root part, and then you're going to select all of it. Well, actually first make a folder because it's easier. way easier, trust me. And you just move all of it into the folder. And so now your little guy here. So you're gonna go into plugins, you're gonna click human root part. You wanna make sure you click that first. And then click edit rig. And so now he goes a little transparent and you can kinda see a little dude. So then it's kinda like here you can use, like you can make, like if you wanna animate a character, here I'll show you. So before I edit this, if I click on him, I can't animate him because I just build on my parts. Yeah. But if I like human root part, this isn't a sorry, I can't speak. This isn't a tutorial, so I'm gonna go fast. But you can still kind of follow along if you want to know how to do it. No. Go in there. And then, oh no, that's why I hit head. See, I'm slow yet fast. Alright, and then so right leg, create joint. Takes a second. Torso right arm, create joint. Torso left. Oh, I said light arm. Whoops. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's mess it up. Yeah, I'm going fast, so it's gonna be kind of sloppy. But if you're doing this, it'd probably look way better. Everyone's probably better than me. And torso, I gotta do left leg. Create the joint. And then you just scale it up. And torso to head, create that joint. Oops. Go down to the neck. And you can also like add extra limbs if you want. That's doing a little fast thing. So now, if I did it right, I'm pretty sure if I go out of the plugin, I can. Oh, whoops. Gotta grab all of it. Add a humanoid in here. Select all of it, group, name it Jimmy, and then I can animate him, and I can do a little walking animation, and I messed something up. Well, that's fine. See how he moves away? Because I'm not smart. That's why. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm not smart, but that's pretty much how you use it. You can just, it's pretty much telling you that you can make a little rig with it. Alright, and that's edit rig. So those are the plugins, and I'm gonna leave, remember I'm gonna leave all of them down below with their names. If you'd want to see what other plugins I got, or what 3D text maker is, just let me know in the comments and I can go over it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the main like more advanced-ish tips if you're like kind of already know your way around Studio, or maybe don't, you know, you can still kind of follow along a little bit. And people always ask, how do you make the thing around here black? You go to File, Studio Settings. Nope, it is not Studio Settings. Yes, it is Studio Settings. And you'll be selected on Studio. You go down until you see Theme under General, and you can change it to dark. So here's light. It's loading. I don't like that because it's way too bright. So I leave it on dark, so my eyes can adjust to it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I got. Other stuff on my channel will probably be building stuff, like actually builds and not just whatever this is. And let me know what else you want to see, you know. Bye.